Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Michelle Yoga. Today I thought we'd focus on shoulder stand. So shoulder stand is considered to be the queen of all asanas. Headstand is considered to be the king. Shoulder stand is also considered to be a more cooling inversion. It's a little bit warm today. My energy level is a little bit low. Unfortunately, I have a family member that's not doing so well, so I figured, you know what? Let me recharge by doing a little shoulder stand. And usually it's overlooked, but it's a really good posture to get good at. So unless you have any neck issues, shoulder stand is going to be really good for you. So not a long video. I'm going to get right into it. So join me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up if you like this sort of content. And if you have any requests, please leave me a message in the chat and I'll do that request for you. Okay? Join me by having a seat on the mat. A little bit of equipment used today. So we've got blocks, a strap, and a lift to help us do a better shoulder stand. So you're going to sit in between your feet, take your hands behind your calves, and take the calves so they're more out towards the sides. So you have a little bit more space for your knee joint. When you do shoulder stand, your arms are in an internal rotation. So we're going to do Gomukhasana in the arms. So take your arms out to the height of your shoulders. This time you're going to externally rotate the arms in the arm sockets, float the arms up. And then turn your palms down, resist your arms down, bring your arms into internal rotation. So float the right arm up, bend your right elbow, take your left hand on top of the right elbow, and move the arm behind you. So this would what your arm would be like if you're doing a headset. We're going to do both, rotations of the arms because it is a shorter video. We are focusing on shoulder stand. We still want to make sure that the component parts of the body are warmed up. Then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, resist the arms down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bend your left elbow. Inhale, take a hold of your elbow. Exhale, bring the arm a little bit behind you. So your armpit chest is getting a little bit shy. You're turning it up or turning it inward a little bit. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, resist the arms down. So now we're going to take it behind. Take your right arm out to the right. Internally rotate the arm in the arm socket. Your thumb's going to point down. And then bring your arm behind you. Take your opposite hand to that elbow and see if you can get that arm to come behind you. Okay. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, resist it down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, internally rotate that arm in the arm socket so the thumb points down. Bring the arm behind you and then see if you can take the opposite hand, bring the elbow a little bit behind you. And then we're going to put it all together. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, resist it down. So I'll turn around so that you can see better. You can see what the shoulders are doing and the arms are doing. So again, I'm sitting on that block in between my feet. And I'm going to use a strap, an Iyengar strap to be specific. Reach the right arm up, inhale. Exhale, bend the elbow. Pardon me, exhale. Inhale, take the left arm up to the left. Right arm behind you. And then you're going to use that strap. So you hold on to the strap. Now, if you don't need that, you bring your hands together behind your back. I could probably use it because surprisingly, I got a hold of each finger, kind of, maybe. So my right elbow is pointing up, my left elbow is pointing down. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, open the arms, resist the arms down. So you put that strap over your shoulder, reach your left arm up, bend your left elbow, take your right arm out to the right, inhale, exhale, bring your arms behind you, and maybe use the strap. And then if you don't need the strap, you're going to bring the hands closer together. So this side's a little bit more open. I almost got all of my fingers together. Point your left elbow straight up, right elbow straight down. Chin is level with the ground. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, resist the arms down. And then move your equipment to one side. And then come to standing up onto your knees, or you can sit onto your feet, however you're comfortable. And just kind of move your arm bones and the arm sockets. We're going to do something else with the shoulders. Bring your hands in front of you, press your palms forward. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, release the shoulder blades down. So they're going down towards your waist, and you're going to want that same action to happen in your shoulder stand. And then bring your arms behind you. See if you can take a hold of opposite elbows, or bring your fists together, or come into reverse prayer. So if you're in that reverse prayer, it looks like that. Right? You're just kind of swimming the hands up towards your neck. When you're ready, you'll have a seat, release the arms. And then downward dog is great for the shoulders and for the hamstrings, and we need that for when we do the shoulder stand. So we need that openness in the shoulders. the openness in the hamstring, because we're going to ask the body to take the legs overhead, right? So we want to make sure that the areas of the body, the component parts of the body, are ready to do what we are asking them to do. So you're just holding down dog for a few breaths. The hands are separated, shoulder width. I'm going a little bit wider. The feet are hip socket distance apart. So this is more kind of like an Iyengar style video, if you will. Not a lot of flow, but a lot of information. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, lower your knees down. Sit down, pause. And then bring your legs out in front of you. We'll take a twist to bridge to shoulder stand. So extend the legs. If it's difficult to bend both knees, you're going to have one leg straight. In this case, it would be the left leg that would be straight. Reach your right arm behind you, left arm up. Inhale. And then exhale, twist and turn, twist and turn. So as you inhale, you reach the crown of the head up. As you exhale, you turn and evolve to the right. Stay here for the inhale. And then exhale, unwind. Lean backwards and change the crossing of the legs. So same thing, if it's difficult for both legs to be bent, straighten out the right leg. Left arm behind you, right arm up, inhale. And then exhale, twist to your left. Inhale to go tall. Exhale, twist and turn, twist and turn, twist and turn. Twisting is really good for inversions as well, right? Because they address the shoulders. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, unwind. Free your legs forward and straight. Pause there for a moment, Dandasana. So press the hands down, lift the chest from the ground. Flex your ankles so your toes are pointing towards you. Press down into the ground, lift the chest from the ground. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, release. We'll do a bridge pose. That's a great prep pose for a shoulder stand. It's a cow face, downward dog, bridge pose. Really good to do for your shoulder stand. So we'll do bridge pose, then we'll come back up because it's kind of involved in terms of the setup of the shoulder stand. So laying onto your backs, feet are hip socket distance apart, your knees are right over your ankles. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, inhale. Then when you exhale, do these things together. Lift your hips up and bend your elbows. So your arms are kind of like a cactus or a robot or something like that. Push down into the upper arms, lift the hips from the ground. Release the lower arms and kind of shimmy the shoulders towards each other and stretch the knuckles forward. You could have also done a wide leg forward fold with these arms, with your chest expansion arms. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, lower your upper back, your mid back, your low back, and your sacrum. And then just for the setup, you're gonna roll to one side and take a look, because we've got a lot going on. So you're gonna use, if you have blankets, great. I'm using actually like an area rug that's kind of small, but I was like, oh, that'll work really well for my shoulder stand. So I've got, really it's a bathroom rug, but it's, I folded it in half. So you're gonna use that like as a lift so that your shoulders have a little bit more to balance on. I hope that makes sense. And then you'll take that to the edge of your mat. And I'm gonna scooch it down so you can see better. And then what you'll do after that is we're also gonna use the mat as lift, and the mat will help you from sliding. So you see how I folded it over, and there's a few inches that are exposed at the end. Now, could you make it higher? Absolutely. You could make it absolutely higher than that. Really, you'd want to use like 2 blankets, right? That would be really good, really good. So if you're really tight, you could also use a block here. That's going to help you to get your legs overhead, right? So I'll show you. You would sit on the lift. Does that make sense, right? So I'll have it to one side so that when I do it, you can see. Now, the strap is going to be for your shoulders. You're going to take that strap around your arms. Not around your body, around your arms. So I'm going to call this the tail. You're going to take the tail and thread it through. So again, very kind of Iyengar today. And I'm using an Iyengar belt. You're going to thread it through. It's like you're when you're on a plane and you fasten the seatbelt. Same idea. Now, the strap is the width of your shoulders. So if you have it correctly, it's not going to fall off. It's not super tight, but it's not loose. So it's the width of your shoulders. It's at the above the eyes of the elbows. Okay. So just place it on one arm because you're not going to be able to do it if it's both arms. You're going to take the other arm through after you go overhead. So now you're going to lay on the blanket and yoga mat. So my head and neck is going to be on the wood floor, but my shoulders are going to be on the blanket and the mat. That's super important, right? Because this is why, because we want space for the neck. There's a why. There's a reason. So you start like you're in bridge. Maybe move your hair out of the way, I don't know. And then place your hands down. You can use your arms, your triceps, and take your legs up to the ceiling. So here's why having open hamstrings is really important. And then push your hands down, use your belly, take your legs overhead for plow pose. So plow is really good because, sorry everybody, but make sure that I'm not showing you too much. And then you're gonna find your strap and put your other arm through the loop. You see why you wouldn't want to do that with both arms? There's no way you could get into it. Take your hands to the small of your back and then reach your legs up to the ceiling. Shoulder stand. So here in shoulder stand, you could do any sort of leg movement. You could do a chair, you could do an eagle. We did cow face in the arms. This is cow face in the legs. Okay. And then you're using your hands to lift, 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 lift. Try to take your back ribs toward your front ribs and try to make yourself as straight as possible. Everyone thinks shoulder stand is really easy. Actually, it's not. It's a little bit more complicated. It's hard to be super straight. And you want to create space for your chin and your throat. When you do shoulder stand, don't look your head around. Just look towards your feet. Press your inner thighs back and lengthen your sitting bones up towards your heels. And then if you're straight, maybe you can let go of the hands. You're in shoulder stand without support. You're lumbus, lumbus, lumbus. Say that 3 times fast. Then to come out, you take the legs back overhead, plow pose. You want to go really slow. You want to use the muscles of the pelvic floor. Now you're going to get rid of that strap. If you had a block there, you could remove it to one side. So you know the block would help you to go over. And then the legs just kind of drape over the torso. And then once you feel your lower back and your sacrum down on the mat, bend the knees, place your feet onto the ground. And then I'm going to tell you to slide yourself off of your lift. And then we're going to come into soft fish. So you're propped up onto your elbows and you're lifting your chest up and you're allowing the head to hang. So the head is free. So now you're in the complete opposite direction of the shoulder stand. So a counter pose. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, tuck your chin. Draw your knees in towards you. Pause. And then take a spinal twist to the right. You can look straight up to the ceiling or you can turn and look to the left. And it depends on your setup, how much space you have. My spinal twist to the left is going to be a little bit awkward, but you get the idea. And then inhale, come back to center, maybe shimmy yourself up a little bit to the left. Take that spinal twist to the left. You can look straight up to the ceiling or turn and look to the right. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, place your feet onto the mat and pause. So now would be a great time to take Shavasana. I would say for like 10 minutes, just chill out, relax, pause and breathe. You can have your legs straight, you can have your knees bent, making sure you take time just to relax and do nothing, to chill, right? We're so often busy, 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 we don't often chill, chill, chill. Then after you've had your 10-minute Shavasana, you're gonna roll to one side, use your hands, push the floor away, bring yourself up so that you can sit up. And undo your setup. And then you can sit on your setup. How about that? That's getting fancy. Got your blankets all organized. And then come to a comfortable Sukhasana where your shins are crossed. I'll place that strap to one side. Lifting up and out of the sides of your waist. And taking an opportunity here just to kind of scan through your structure, observe how it feels. Maybe there's an openness of the chest. Maybe feeling a coiling in of the thoracic spine in towards your chest. And then bring your hands to your heart. Allow your heart to lift and your mind to bow towards your heart. Thank you for watching another edition of Michelle McKay Yoga. Welcome and or welcome back. I appreciate the love and support. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button. I try to be here on Saturdays and you can join me live in the chat. Give it a thumbs up, and if you like this content, give me a comment. If you have any requests, I take those as well. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. Peace out, yogis. Ciao for now.